Hey guys, Deepak here, Deepak Fishing and Outdoors. I'm out here in the woods and I got some cool fire starters I pulled off Amazon that are relatively cheap. We're gonna give them a go and see if they actually perform. Everyone knows, if you watch my channel, I like to play with fire. I made a video where I made fire out of food. This video, we're gonna use some stuff I got off Amazon and see if they're worth the money. Each one of them was under $25. Well, let's check it out. So we got the Tinderquik fire starter tabs. We got the Procamptek fat rope stick. And these fire putties, Skoped Industries. Now in testing them out, here's what we're looking for. How easily you can light them with just a flint and steel or a ferro rod. How long they burn. And do they burn after being wet? We're also going to look at affordability and just miscellaneous factors too about whether or not we like them. Alright guys, we're going to try to light these with the Mora knife that I got from Lena for Christmas because it's got the ferro rod attached to the sheath. In order to have a little bit of control, here's what I normally bring when I'm out camping, gonna go make a campfire. It is, as I've said in other videos, dryer lid. Super light, super flammable. You know, I bring it in a little Ziploc bag, weighs nothing, and let's see how it lights. Alright, first up is we're going to try out these Skull Survival Supply fire starter tabs. Comes in this little package. It says there's about 50 in here. I don't know how big they are. Let's find out. This I bought on Amazon for about 15 bucks, a little bit less. It's got 50 pieces in here, so it says, and the material is treated cotton. Ignites easily with just a spark. Burns 1 to 2 minutes. Waterproof and windproof. Very complimentary. Let's open it up. Alright. That's how big it is. Pretty small. About an inch. The pictures, it looks a lot bigger. Go. Okay, so the Tinderquik worked. It did light, you have to really fluff it up. It burned for maybe 45 seconds. Not 2 minutes. Let's try it wet, trying to light it with a match. Did light, not very well. So this Tinderquik does light with if it's dry with a ferro rod. It will light with a match if wet, but really hard to get going. I don't think you would be able to get this lit if it was completely soaked with just a spark. You might have to dry it out. It might be able to, you dry it out and then use it. But if it was soaked and you needed to light a fire, it's not going to light with a ferro rod. Thing about this package, it says, keep this resealable pouch. It holds up to 15 fluid ounces. It can be used to store emergency drinking water, tinder, cordage, or any small items you need to keep in hand. So I guess this is a waterproof package, which will help if it doesn't really light when it's super wet. Thing about using this as a way to transport drinkable water, if you're in a situation where you need drinkable water and you have this pouch but you don't have anything else, you did not plan ahead. I don't think I would go anywhere where I don't have a water bottle but I have this. But you know, maybe not everyone is an Eagle Scout and prepared. So the Skull Survival Supply, it's good for if you're gonna go just do a campfire in your backyard, but I don't think it beats the lint because the lint is free. Let's move on to the next one. Next up is this Procamptek waterproof fire starting tinder. It's basically a rope in a cardboard container. Non-toxic, cut what you need, save the rest for later. No evaporation, fat rope stick, maintains performance even partially used. Okay, so it comes in this tube, whole tube. I guess you're supposed to carry this whole thing with you. I guess we'll fluff this up. Not really lighting with that. Let's try it with a match. Nope. Okay, so this stuff did not light with just a spark. It barely lit with the match. You held the match to it, it got going, but it did not light with just my ferro rod and my knife. Definitely not as good as lint or as good as those little cotton tab things. This thing's pretty misleading because it comes in this big thick tube. You think if you cut off a chunk of it, you can, you know, fluff that up, but no. What happens is it breaks down to these little tiny pieces, and when you fluff that up, it turns into this. I mean, maybe if I had a really expensive ferro rod, I might be able to light it. But as you saw, I can light lint with 1 or 2 strikes on my ferro rod. This stuff, I burned the whole thing up. Let's try to test it wet with a match. Let's see how it works. Nothing. So this stuff would not light when it was wet, and it barely lit with a match. Okay guys, I think I saved the best one for last. We're gonna try out the Pyro Putty. It comes in this really cool bag, and what you do is you get 5 of them. Now there's different types of Pyro Putty. We got the blue, supposed to be for cold weather use. The red, which is for warm weather use. A green, which is like eco-friendly. I don't know what that means, but that's what it is. It's green, it's good for the earth. So when you burn down everything, you did it, you know, you weren't releasing a lot of toxic fumes, I guess. So they come in these little tin cans. Funny thing is, when I first got them, Lena took them. The first thing she did was she would open them up and smell them as if they're a candle. I mean, they don't smell actually that bad. But here's what the red looks like, and here's the blue. The basic pack comes with 2 red, 2 blue, and 1 green. So let's find out about this Pyro Putty. It comes in 2-ounce cans, multiple fires per can, up to 12 wet fires, and up to 30 dry fires. It's easy to carry and store, coming in a twist top can. Proudly made in the USA. Another cool little twist, in the package, they sent an Airheads in the bag itself. So you get a little treat in the package. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's try these out. The cool thing about the putty is it's sticky and you can form it into shapes. That means you could stick it to things and light it. It doesn't have to be on the ground. The 3 other things I used, the dryer lint, rope, and those cotton Tinder tabs, that you have to have them on the ground. They're not gonna light if you stick them on anything. The putty will. Theoretically, you could stick it on a tree and light it. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you could. I think you could also make torches out of it. I think that's the point. The literature on it that comes with it also said it reacts to UV light, so you could use it to mark trails. I guess you would need a whole lot of it to mark a trail through the woods, because it comes in 2-ounce cans. So how many 2-ounce cans you carry and just sticking it on to mark a trail, to blaze a trail? But you burn through a lot of it. Okay, let's try out this red one. It does look like Play-Doh. It smells pretty good. Not light. All right, let's try it with a match. so it does burn for a long time. Let's try the blue. See, the blue is easier to light. Oh, we got it. Woo! Took a while. Okay, so that blue putty did light with the ferro rod, and it burns for quite some time, but also took quite some time to really get it. I mean, there were sparks landing right on it, wasn't going. So you gotta really just keep trying it, it will light. It lights great with a match, so it will work with the ferro rod. It's just difficult. Let's see if we can get the red one to going again. There we go. We did it. We did it. The red did light with the spark. Now let's just see if it's wet, and we'll light it with a match. Yep, went out. Apparently, you have to use a lot more of it if you want to light it when it's soaking wet. Okay, guys, so which one was the winner? It was the lint. Lint outperformed all three of them. Why? Number one, it's free. You have unlimited supply of it as long as you do laundry. Number two, it's super light. You carry it in a Ziploc bag, just a little bit, and a spark, it will go. Now, all four of them, when they're soaking wet, they do not light. You might be able to dry out each and every one of them in the sun, but if you were in a place like Vancouver Island where it's a rainforest, man, you'd be screwed. As far as the three, here are my thoughts. I was really surprised that those cotton tabs were the best of them. They did light fairly easily with just a spark from my ferro rod. They're very lightweight, come in that package. I don't know if I would want to bring the whole pack with me if I was going on an overnight. Probably would. It's not that big of a package. It'll keep it dry. And again, as it said, you can use the package to transport water for some reason. The putty. Man, I was looking forward to that putty stuff. That looked really cool. I didn't try the green one. The putty does light with a lot of effort. Again, if you're just using a match, no problem, man. You can use that putty, go wherever you want, man. But if you have nothing but a striking, a fire stick, ferro rod, flint and steel, you're gonna put in a lot of effort to light it up when it's dry. When it's wet, it takes a lot of more effort to get it lit. You gotta use a lot more of it, have a steady flame. I don't think I could get a lot of that soaking wet lit with just a ferro rod. The other thing, that rope stick, that was garbage. It didn't light. It didn't light with a match. It doesn't light when it's wet. You gotta basically hold it to a steady flame like a lighter, get it going. Pyro Putty, it was good. Wasn't great. I don't know if I'm gonna buy a lot of this when I can get lint for free. This stuff, I don't know. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna keep buying more of it, but I got about 48 more pieces in here. I'll use them. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it. Hope it was useful. Go out there and make some fires safely, please. Don't go burning things down. Give me a comment down below on what you guys like to use when you guys are out backpacking and you want to start a fire. What's your favorite fire starter? Don't forget, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Those thumbs up help a lot. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. I got tons of content. Comes out every week. Thanks for watching. Eagle Scout out. BAM!